What up, boy? What up, boy? What up, boy? Boys and girls, ladies and gents, women and fine sisters. What it is? It's been a minute. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. Oh man, Mike Fulahope podcast took a sabbatical. I even, you see the hair looking all rough again for y'all. I swear, every time I record, it's like the week or 2 weeks after I've gotten the hair. I don't ever record when I just got my hair cut. I record after I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? But the homeless man look, that's always been me. So what's up, y'all? So today, let's get right into it. I hope it's not too bright. It's kind of killing my eyes a little bit. Today, man, we are talking about, we're gonna have fun today. Let me get some, do I not have any chapstick? It doesn't matter. Today, ladies and gents, sorry, they had to see my ear. We are talking about dating. Dating in 2024. Dating in 2024. Whew. So we gotta talk about it. It's been a long. It's been a minute since I talked to y'all, for real, right? And a lot in my life has changed. I got kind of settled into the new job. I'm starting to pop out more. You know what I'm saying? My funds is a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Than they was. Because I was not too long ago, I was just broke as hell. I ain't broke as hell no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rich. I'm not even gonna say I'm doing well. I'm just saying I'm not dying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sinking. I can swim a little bit, nigga. It's like the water's up here, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm swimming with my head up, No, we doing better. We doing better financially. So I'm popping out more. Got my life together. I might go back to school in a bit, but that's a different episode. Different talk for a different episode. And let me get right into it for real, because I did go out to, what did I do? I went to a club out in Bmore, I think. Like a little lounge type of event. That was pretty cool. But I went to another event. My sister's, I don't want to give too much information. My sister's in sorority, so I went to one of her events. I'm just starting to show up appearances. I'm hanging out, in the DMV. And I gotta say, I gotta speak on the state of dating, what to look for this year, and what to leave in the past. And this is crazy. This is a crazy topic because I feel like I'm gonna just come out and say it. I feel like a lot of people, because of how goofy and fun, I'm always been the dude that's cared more about fun. I'm a SpongeBob type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? I've been one dude that cared more about fun than relationships or looks or money like that. I've always been very free spirited. Because of that, I feel like a lot of people always slept on my dating, slept on my macking. You know what I'm saying? Slept on my games. Nah, if a nigga's going around saying that, then they ain't got it. No, but real talk, I think a lot of people didn't know that I was actually out dating, having relationships. I wouldn't say I never got really too serious. People, the times I did get serious, people knew who I got serious with. But I wasn't I've never been no ladies man or nothing like that. I've never been a player. I've never been a Mac Daddy. I'm not the type to pimp nobody. But believe it or not, I've dated a lot, especially after graduating college. I surprised myself. Now I will say this: I ain't no like. Let me tell you what this is the atmosphere for y'all that don't know. The majority of dudes, like the dudes that pull girls, like them Jalen Hurts type of dudes, or Michael B. Jordan's kind of, I guess, in that category, but like definitely like Jalen Hurts, like maybe your boy. You can add. I don't really know what. I don't know. Like the dudes that like girls think is cute. Those type of dudes, real talk, their ratio for women, probably for every 6 women, they can probably pull 3 to 4 of them. Jalen Hurts, I think, could do that. Like that's like I'm not like I'm not trying to like say like I ain't trying to be weird like, but I think like certain dudes got that freshness to them that I can see why a girl would like mess with him. Me, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. For every 6 girls, and I'm happy because I'm not a pretty boy. I'm not a pretty boy, and I've never wanted to be. I'm not no Trey Songz nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like one of those like. I've never wanted to be that. I don't even if I had the opportunity, I wouldn't want to be that. Like, I'm like. Have you ever seen The Lady in the Tramp? I'm like The Lady in the Tramp. I'm not a pretty dog. Like, you know what I mean? I'm more like I'm more muddish because I like getting into stuff. I'm busy. So for like every 6 girls that I like, probably one might give me a chance. And y'all look at that like that ain't nothing. Like that's, but me, I'm like, yo, what you mean 6? For every 6 girls I've run into engage with, that's I got a 1 out of 6. They might like sister might like holler at me or really like me. All I need is one. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you only need one. So like, I would say definitely historically though, I call it the off season. A lot of girls that I would run into, outside of the girls that really. Here's the thing with the 1 to 6 thing. Actually, let me take that back. Let me take a step back. I've never liked like ugly girls. I've always like probably girls that were above, definitely above average, above like the top of the line, right? Maybe some that you could say I hate using out of my league, but like the girls that the ballers would catch, like because I used to play ball, like, but I'm not one of the ballers. That's who I always aim for, and that's always those girls may not have gotten holla at me back, but like I've always dated, and even the girlfriends that I've had were all of them have all been pretty girls. Like I've never dated nobody that was ugly. That's just facts. Like, I mean, I'm that's not even like that's not me like capping. That's not me like bragging. Like I'm just fact. I've never dated an ugly girl. That's just. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You might not think she's the sexiest woman ever, but on a scale of 1 to 10, she's in the 8 section. You know what I'm saying? We're looking at 8, hopefully approaching 9ish. But that's corny. We won't do all that rating stuff yet. But if we get back to the 1 to 6 thing, I call it the off season, where a lot of girls that I would mess around with, I'd say some of these girls were of that caliber where they date whatever dude, and I'd catch them. I call it the off season. I catch them in the off season, meaning, they done, it's some of these. Actually, I would say I like a lot of girls that like in the past. I liked a lot of kind of like hood girls that kind of she a baddie. She got her head on straight, but she trying to give a little street boy, a little gang, like little play, like, or like she might date a bum or two, like kind of bummy looking nigga, like just cause like she likes the rush or likes the entertainment, like dealing with the stress of it all. And then in the off season, when she's done being all dragged out and stressed out by that Negro, she might give a brother like me a chance. That would kind of happen. That probably happened like in those first couple years after college, like because I was like messing with a lot of girls. I would say, not a lot of girls, but like I was messing with like a handful of girls, and I'd say two or three of them. Two of them were in that vein. Like she done messed with a dude that probably was in jail. She had messed with a dude that was before me, was in jail or something. He just got out or was going in, and you know, she ain't, you know, after breaking up with him, you know, we kind of like we was a little thing for like a couple months, 6 months, a half a year, whatever. And that's a lot of that's a commonality. Side note, that's a commonality in a lot of the relationships I done had. Like, if it don't last long. Like, I've only had one relationship that's made it over a year, and then I would say a situationship that's made it longer than that, but that don't count. So for the most part, the girls I've been dating has been like they've really, just to keep it a buck with you, they probably been in that, what we saying, 4-month range. Hey, it is what it is. I ain't wasting my time. She ain't wasting hers. Shoot. But for real, and it's not that, as far as the taste in women, maybe it's because I'm from the suburbs. Maybe it's because I'm like, 75% African American, 25% nigga. That sometimes that nigga side comes out, and I need a little bit of a I need a sister that, I don't like weak women. I need a sister that'll take control. I don't like weak women. I will always hate relationships where I gotta be like alpha. You know what I mean? You could pull it out of me. The alpha will come out when it's necessary, but I'm not really on that type of time because I'm just always like in my free zone. So like when I gotta be a nigga, it's like, oh, okay, bro. Like, I don't know if this is the wrong. She might not be the one for me because like she weak. I don't like basic hoes. That's what I'm trying to say. No, but seriously, it's tough. So having that type of taste, and then having that taste, and then the environment. I'm not gonna say the women are changed. I'll get to that. I'll get to what women and men, how they've changed in a second. But the game, the environment is just. This is why I made this video, dating 2024. The game out here, it's a weird environment to date now. And interestingly enough, I would think there's more, actually, I believe there's more opportunities to date. But I also think like I said, the environment is so goofy now because you can go on your app, swipe, get on your little dating app, talk, set up a date, meet a person. That's fine. That's cool. You can hit up, message via Instagram or whatever. But it's not the conventional way of dating. I guess like a lot of people do y'all be really dating people at your job? I've dated 2 people at my job before. 2 of the girls I've messed with. Matter of fact, the one girl that I'm not gonna say, she probably, we're not gonna get into details. And I don't know if these niggas are watching. I don't know where they are. The nigga she could be watching every last video. No, that's okay. All I'm gonna say is, it ain't work out. Whoever I'm talking about. But it's just like a weird social climate. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, I don't think this is the conventional way of dating, and I think that's why my mom's even was like have a little concern. She's like, oh, why don't you go to church and kind of why don't you go to mingle at church with some of the, and like I'm thinking I want to do that, but I don't think I want what can come from it. I'm really not trying to date. I want a woman with values and Christian values, or you know what I mean, that could be, I want her to have a relationship with God, but I also don't want her to be too much of a church girl. You know what I mean? And I hate to say it like that, because like that hurts my soul, bro. Because I grew up in the church. Like, it hates it, but like it's just like I won't be able to have fun if she's too churchy. If you get what I'm saying. So that's why I've kind of gone for a little bit. I wanted to be like me, kind of like, but more mature. A woman that'll put her foot down. Like me, as in religious wise, like I grew up in the church. So I'm not trying to prove nothing to nobody. I love God. I gotta keep my relationship with God is so strong. I don't even have to go to church. I go to church. I cannot go to church for months and still have the same relationship with God. I want a woman like that, who's chill, but she's not strict. She has a relationship with God, but she ain't like strict. So those type of females, I feel like, actually, believe it or not, it's harder to find at church, because I think, or at least I haven't found them yet. I think the people that go to church tend to be like man involved in church. So, next, kind of to get off this topic a little bit, when I was talking about the climate, these social interactions are like so weird nowadays. It's hard to even approach a female. First of all, niggas, let me help you out real quick. I'm gonna give y'all some game on this, fellas. Stop. Honestly, stop approaching them. Real talk, cause like there's nothing you can say that they haven't already heard. There's nothing you can finesse that they ain't already seen somebody else finesse on them. You know what I'm saying? And like the game is so oversaturated, especially if you're looking for a girl that's like really beautiful. If she's beautiful, it's so saturated, oversaturated, brother. You just saying something that some nigga has niggas that done came 3, 2, 4. She done messed with 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 more dudes before you. You're just saying, you're literally saying the same thing that she's heard from them. Just, nah, bro. If she's interested, let her reach out to you. But I mean, also too, I don't want to knock off the communication completely, because then you got to find a way to get her to know if you're interested. You got to get her to know that you exist. So, I mean, you can hint, but don't over hint, and don't over move. You know what I'm saying? Because like some of y'all, I see a lot of corny stuff, bro. And trust me, I love women, but some of them are not the time. They're not worth the time, the energy, or the stress for all the plans that you've come up with to ask her out, bruh. Nah. Let it be all fly, okay? But the game is changed a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, in 2024, what I don't see, what's been happening to me in the past couple years. Well, obviously I took a break for like 2 years. I actually took a break for 2 years, but now I was just honestly, I took a break for 2 years, and I was just people watching. I was just like, I was kind of like trying to learn the game a little bit. I want to see, how people interact with each other, and I'm not going to try this out. I'm not trying to jump out there in the circuit, try to get myself a girl. I want to see how everybody else get theirs, and how what to do and what not to do, right? And what I learned over these last few years, bro, is like, I love women, but I love my peace more. It almost turned me away from dating. Like, trying to watch and learn almost made me like, do I really even want to get in this, bro? I don't even think it's worth it, bro. It's like, bro. And I'm not gonna, I'm speaking from a male's perspective, so I'm obviously gonna point the finger at some of the stuff I've seen in women, but I want the lady listeners to know, ladies, I get it. I do get the situation that y'all are in. You've had to deal with all type. You've had to deal with the corniest of niggas. I get it. You've had to deal with predatory. You've had to deal with predatory niggas. I mean, let's keep it a buck. You've had to deal with dudes you don't like, dudes you don't think are attractive, dudes that you met in a professional setting that are trying to holler at you while you trying to work, dudes that damn near just predators outside when you walking out at night trying to catcall you and how I get it, sisters, I get it. And now we're in a state where y'all are trying to be more free, independent of us. Y'all ain't trying to be tailed down in a society where they say y'all need us to survive. Y'all are having more opportunities than ever. Y'all are traveling. Y'all are looking beautiful. Y'all are trying to stay safe. Like, I get it. So I get the response of women. But from a guy's perspective and trying to jump out here in this dating world, bro, I'll tell you, bro, you can't win with these niggas. I'm telling you, there's nothing. There's no science to this. There's no steps that says, hey, if I do this, I'll end up with the girl. That don't exist, niggas. Get that out your head. It don't matter if you got hella money helps. Actually, money does help. Money does help. Stature helps. So that's something you should reach for. Having said that, there's no telling. It depends on the girl. Like, I've seen girls that are like, I told you, fire, bro. Mad, beautiful women date dusty Negroes. Bum dudes, right? Then I see a girl that might say she doesn't like a dude, finds out more about him, and then she likes him. You get what I'm saying? Like, maybe because it's money or whatever, you changed her mind. Or, I've had experiences where I remember I was trying to, I worked at, when I was working at Morgan Stanley, there was this one girl. I used to see her, actually, I probably should have picked up on this. I used to see her go to lunch or walking with this other dude. She was cute, but the other dude was shorter than her. He was a light-skinned nigga. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's light-skinned, shorter than her. She ain't really, she's just kind of stringing that nigga along. They're just going to lunch together. And I seen her on an elevator one day. And this is back when I was still giving out cards, like my music cards. So I asked her, I told her, I was like, wow, you're really pretty. Do you do any modeling?